Hey, this is Christian Baldwin with Black Diamond Mergers and Acquisitions. I hope everybody's doing great today. Wanted to do a quick recap of just some very high level information that you're going to need on the sell side. Well, what's that? Sell side is when you are planning to sell your business at some point in the future. It could be a short-term goal or it could be a long-term goal, or you might just have started thinking about it now as a part of your estate and trust planning process. In any case, what do you need to think about when you start to embark on this strategy? Well, selling your business is not an easy chore. There are a lot of different things that come into play, and you're going to want to make sure you have a competent advisor along with you to add to your vision and strategy. And usually that's going to be somebody to lead the deal process along with not just you, possibly your family, attorney, and accountant. Ultimately, you want to find the best value, and which of course is a lot of it would be money and things like that. But also you have to consider future things like, well, how is your legacy going to be defined? What's it going to look like? And is there a cultural fit when you hand the reins over to someone else? You can do a number of different structured transactions, and not to get too in the weeds here, but they're going to be asset deals or stock deals primarily, depending on the structure of your entity today and the structure that the buyer desires. And there's some negotiation there depending on different tax advantages from one side to the other that you want to be aware of when you get to that point in the process. Another thing to think about is what type of sell side process might you go through? And here are a few just to be aware of. One is going to be just a purely negotiated transaction where, let's say, you might already know who you want your buyer to be. In that case, you're going to lose a little bit of leverage because there's no competing offer, so to speak. But if that's your desire, then you might have a deal already penciled out. You just need somebody to help you get from where you are now to closing, and that certainly happens in the market from time to time. Another one is really a smaller auction process where you might go to your mergers and acquisitions advisor and say, look, let's keep this close to the vest and let's have a small circle of potential buyers. That could be maybe 3 to 5 targets that would make a good acquisition for your company. And those can be financial targets or strategic targets. But the point is, really, it's a few phone calls and hey, we're off to the races trying to get the best deal that we can on a small pool of buyers. The next step up would be upwards of maybe 20 or so potential buyers where it becomes more of a controlled auction at that point. And this part of the process, you might have your advisors get together a short list, right? And then you have a couple of different rounds with bidding procedures and things like that. The next option is you really open it up to, a large market per industry. And it's really kind of a free for all. Hey, we're going to sell to the highest bidder, the best deal, et cetera, and you're going for a pool of potential buyers that's way more than 20. Whatever's best for you, just be aware that there's some different options for you to consider. Last thing I'll say is you don't have to sell all of your company all at once. Sit down and think, what do you really want? Do you want to work with someone in a transition period? If so, for how long? Do you want to sell part of your business down, part of it later? There's so many different options. It's really important to hire the right advisor to give you the best advice at every step along the way. That's what we do here at Black Diamond. We'd love to help you if the opportunity arises, and wish you nothing but the best.